Organization Report Analysis by Deodato Dorsey. We're here to talk about Crystal Springs Liquor, Beer, and Wine that specializes in selling spirits to retail and wholesale customers. They're based out of Winona, Texas. Their primary goals are customer service, retail, and wholesale. They want to be considered number one. So what is organizational design? Organizational design is about laying out the structure and procedures that you now have for your organization to observe your possible faults. Once the mistakes and errors have been pinpointed, an organization can now begin to put in place changes that will create the company success for today and the future. The first thing we want to talk about for Crystal Springs is strategic assessment through their goals, strategy, environment. The goals are effectiveness. The strategy would be a defender, and the environment would be calm. Next, we'll talk about structural assessment. Structural assessment is the configuration, organizational complexity, the geographic distribution, and the knowledge exchange. The configuration of Crystal Springs will be based solely on a simple configuration. It's just where certain departments are broken down like a chart. Like if you start at executive down to different levels of management, and from different levels of management down to the people. Organizational complexity will be a blob. A blob for Crystal Springs because Crystal Springs tasks are never within organization. It's one moment from the next. The geographic distribution could be considered to be a global distribution. Crystal Springs has one place that they mainly do business out of. They're not located in several different places. It's one set place of business. Even though they sell to various different customers or even ship places to even ship liquor, beer, wine to certain places, they only operate out of one place of business. The knowledge exchange would be considered an ad hoc communications-based system. Where an ad hoc communication system means that the manager is the only one that does the direct communicate. Pretty much what he says goes. Next, we have coordination assessment, which is task design, people, leadership, coordination control, and information systems. Task design of Crystal Springs relies on orderly task design, which is highly repetitive and highly divisible. Meaning highly repetitive means that tasks are done over and over and over and over. At Crystal Springs, in the wholesale department, we do orders. And once you finish one order, then you begin to start on another one. The workforce, which is considered the people, are low-skilled employees, and it's considered on a based of a factory setting. A factory setting is which low-skilled people are easy to manage. Even though you may have skills, you'll never get to use them in a factory setting unless you move up in management. The leadership style is based on a manager. Pretty much, a manager is in control and makes all final decisions. The employees' ideas and thoughts are never heard. Only the manager has the last say-go. He has no strategy. He only reacts to each situation as it approaches. Information systems, coordination control is the way the business is ran. And all the rules are coordinated through the general manager. As in people, just as it is in people, in coordination control, employees don't come up with their own ways to coordinate. The way they will coordinate as the manager, as the general manager says. Information systems of Crystal Springs are based on a data-driven system. The data from every order will be processed and kept up as an inventory. However, the manager knows that each piece of data, which is an order, must be compiled and all records must be kept. The assessment. The assessment would be to change the misfits for the fits of the company. And what I see as the biggest misfit of Crystal Springs would be leadership. The leadership as a manager. The manager role needs to change to hear the employees out, their ideas and thoughts. This will help create innovation, motivation, and inspiration among employees. This will also help with further improvements if employees have a say-so. And I also think that employees will be more happier. And employees are more happier. They're more willing to come to work and more willing to do the work. In conclusion, organization design will help you redefine your company in a way to create success. Its success is all about what a company is about. It is the internal audit of a company. I will hope you can take my report and make changes as necessary.